Scriptcat here. It is, shut the music down. It's the weekend. Thank God it's Saturday, right? Just a quick scope about surviving the waiting game. Oh my gosh, time can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy. That includes the time to work on projects, but also the time that you wait. Once you turn in something, let's say to a contest or a producer or a reader or anyone else who has your screenplay, and you're waiting, waiting. Am I good enough? Will they love me? Will they like it? Will it sell? Will it go on and open a door? You know, it's debilitating. Trust me, I've been in this business a long, long time, and I still go through the waiting game. But there are techniques you can use to help you get through it. Now, again, for me, like this last assignment that I turned in on Monday, contractually due on Tuesday. The waiting game's different because once you're finished with the deal, you move on. There's no waiting. You don't wait. I mean, you know, the notes, some projects, obviously, you wait and get notes, but this one is completely finished. But while you're waiting, don't wait. You know, that's the key about having multiple projects in the marketplace. So you're not betting all of your fame and fortune and paydays on one horse, you know, in the race. You have to have a lot of horses in the race. So that takes time to create many solid screenplays. Not just one, many solid screenplays, many drafts of each script written to a point where you're written out, meaning you can't write any more on the script. You're finished, you're completely content and happy, and it's the best you can do at this point, and you send it out, and it represents the best of you, the best of your abilities, the best of your ideas, because essentially that's what your specs are. You have to look at them differently than every spec that you're going to sit down and write is going to be the one, and it's going to sell, and it's going to launch your career. You never know which spec will do that, and most of them will not sell, but they will launch a career. It's my fifth spec that was optioned, developed, and sold, which opened the door, as I say, for assignment work. So from then on, of course I wrote other specs. Yes, that didn't sell, of course, but that opened the door for assignment work where producers trusted me, those particular producers, to write on assignment, meaning their ideas. I was the writer. We develop it. Boom, another one done. Hire you for another one. So on Tuesday was my 14th paid assignment. Now, the waiting game, you know, many times no news is no news, meaning in your mind you conjure up, you know, the fear factor where, oh, they hate it, oh, they didn't, you know, and then you realize what happened when the phone call comes and they say, oh my gosh, we got so busy that we had a movie that had emergency on the set, blah, blah, blah. I just got you your script. I love it. So don't waste energy on fear, thinking and projecting, because we're all very creative as writers, right? And we have a writer's mentality in mind, so the wheels are constantly turning. It's hard to shut down the noise, which is great for writers. Not good if you let it overpower you and you go on that journey. So you're expecting someone to get back to you about the script. If they don't get back, you assume it's bad news. Don't assume anything. Don't expect or assume anything. Only take everything for face value of what it is. You finished a great script, have a successful, celebrate the success of finishing another project that you're happy with. That's what's important, that you're happy with it. And move on to the next one. Because the waiting game will destroy you. And that's why you have to have many projects, you know, like I said, in the marketplace, and also be always working on your next project. That's the fuel for your passion. That's the medicine or the antidote for the destruction of the waiting game, is to be busy. You're too busy to worry about what happens, or a reader's comments, or a manager's comments, or an agent, or a producer, an executive, whomever. You're too busy working on your next project. That's the key that'll get you over the long haul. And then, while you're working on the next one, and your mind's completely in it, you go, this is good. Suddenly, the phone will ring. You say, hey, yeah, hi. Oh, right, yes. And, oh, well, thank you very much. You passed. Okay. well, I have another project I'm working on, and this, okay, thank you. And you're back doing your thing because you're in control of you. You're not waiting for them to be in control of you or waiting for, am I good enough? Do they love me? Gosh darn, if they just loved me enough, forget it. Survive the long haul journey by being busy. Writers write. They create projects. You always have log lines, pitches. You're developing a treatment for something. You're writing a script currently. You're doing a TV pilot. You're working on a web series. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, you're always busy. If you have these long periods of time when nothing's going on, then of course, when you have your projects out there, and nothing, Tollywood has this weird time warp where nothing ever happens the way you expect it to, or on your timetable. It's their timetable. And that goes for even when you start getting paid. You get paid. I have 5 projects in development hell, meaning I was paid draft after draft to get production ready through the whole development process, and then crickets. Crickets. Some projects, crickets for years, out of my control. You think I'm waiting for those projects to be made? I've literally forgotten about them. I mean, I know of them because I have contracts, and if something happens, yes, I will be paid. But I'm not looking at those projects as anything else but what they were, or what they are. Paid assignments that unfortunately didn't go anywhere because of a global marketplace. The economy changes, an actor drops out, and the financing is contingent upon that actor. Or the production company decides to go another direction, and they're not making that type of film. But at the time, yes, they did hire writers to write these type of films. Many factors out of the control. But that would be like money that you've forgotten about, and you put on a jacket and you go, hey, look at this. Exactly the same way. You move forward beyond that. And part of that waiting game, you stop waiting. That's the key. There is no waiting. You're moving forward, and you're not waiting for anything or anybody. So that's my rant for today. Hope you're having a great weekend. Follow me on Twitter at Scriptcat. I'm on Periscope. Go to my blog, My Blank Page. I have 180 articles about screenwriting. And then go to my website, 5o'clockblue.net, one word. There's information about my screenplay consulting services. Between gigs, I offer my services to screenwriters. I consult on the script. I do an edit, complete edit, proofread it, and also give 5 to 10 pages of specific detailed notes. Also, there will be the link on my website to my free app, Screenwriting Guru. Twice a week, it sends out script tips. And there's also a link to my archived webinar for rental as a streaming webinar. And that's called a Screenwriter's Checklist. And it's good to keep track, if you're losing your focus during the year, on a checklist. Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Yep, I'm doing that. I could do more of this. And as I say, the fingers are crossed. My book will be out, hopefully at the end of next month. It's called The Screenwriter's Journey to Success. Tips, tricks, and tactics to help you survive as a working screenwriter in Hollywood. Worked a long time on the book, and it is a labor of love. And like I joke, it was 4 years writing the book and 20 years living the book. So there's disciplines there that have helped me, avoid the pitfalls, and there are many pitfalls. So as I always say, keep writing and keep the faith, because if you stop writing, you're guaranteed never to have any chance at success. And it seems like a simple thought, but it's true. You have to create and generate the opportunities with every screenplay. And then those will find more opportunities. But unless you start, it starts with you. Always starts with you and the blank page. And you have to really be humble on the journey. Otherwise, you will be humbled by the craft of screenwriting. After 28 screenplays, I'm still humbled by the craft. I'm not bigger than the craft. It's always bigger than me. I respect that. And there's still things to learn after 28 screenplays and 8 produced films. But the business will humble you. If you think you're going to write one screenplay and make $1 million, you'll be humbled. And then 5 screenplays, and 10 years later, you have to know that it's a very, very competitive business with so many people trying to reach up and be the big cheese. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Have a good weekend, and we will talk soon live on Periscope. Go check out my YouTube channel. Got videos there. I've got a great new interview with actor Raul D. Lewis. Raul D., my good buddy. You know him from Cool Runnings. We've got a little interview there, an on-the-street interview about networking and how you should and always pay it forward. So check out my YouTube channel. Take care. Have a fantastic weekend.